So we've had a really hot, really dry summer so far. What are some of the things that you need to know about watering to keep your trees healthy? Hi, I'm Wes with TreeNewal. I'm here with Corey Herpel. He's one of our ISA Certified Arborists. Corey's got 13 years of experience in this industry. How are you doing, Corey?
Good.
So we want to talk about summer. It's hot, it's really dry, trees are getting stressed all over the place. So there are some things that homeowners can do to help keep their trees healthy through the summer. So what are some of the things that you see most commonly that are not done the right way?
Well, we try and avoid getting into specifics with, the exact amount of how much to water. What we want to push and what our general concept is, we want deep but infrequent watering, basically for all your wooded plants, especially your trees. So we don't want, watering every day, every other day. It's usually 2 to 3 times a week, and a nice deep soaking with some dry time in between.
Yeah, and a nice layer of mulch can help with that, because what that mulch is doing is it's helped conserve that water, it's reducing evaporation from the soil, and it's allowing the roots to uptake it. How much mulch do you tell customers to put on trees?
We usually say about 2 to 4 inches of mulch is all you need. It's just a coating over the surface, and typically the areas where we want the mulch is where the grass or the turf is already thin. It's right up against the trunk of the tree. So if we just fill that space where the turf is typically thinner anyway with mulch, 2 to 4 inches of mulch, it helps create a protective layer.
Right, but we don't want to cover the flare of the tree with the mulch. That's one of the no-nos, is to put that mulch all the way up over that flare of the tree, because that's going to cause problems. We have to keep it pulled back away from that trunk, but that 2 to 4 inches is just about right for conserving moisture but not blocking oxygen.
Right, and that 2 to 4 inches is assuming the tree was planted at the proper depth. You still want to be able to see that root flare where it tapers out from trunk to root area. We want that exposed even with the mulch.
And so if you're keeping your tree well watered during the summer, it's going to allow for more root development during that growing period, and that's going to help your tree to be more drought tolerant, to help it absorb more water and nutrients in the future. What about new trees, Corey? So say somebody has a tree that's been in the ground a couple of years, what do they need to be thinking about on water?
So on a newer tree, you are going to have to water a little more frequently than your established trees, but we still don't want every day or every other day watering, because too much water can be just as bad as too little water. With new trees, we do recommend, really all trees, a fertilization program to help build those root systems and get them more tolerant of drought and other stresses.
Right. A lot of times people, their first instinct is when a tree starts to look rough in the summer is to put more water on it. Sometimes, like you said, you can kill them with kindness. If they've already been wet and you're putting more water on it, that's just going to aggravate the problem. So understanding that deep and infrequent watering you were talking about, let that soil dry down before you wet it again, you're going to have a better result through the summer.
Absolutely. If they keep those root balls just too wet all the time, we get saturated soil and you get lack of oxygen to those roots, and they can actually die from being too wet even in July here in North Texas.
Right. So remember, deep and infrequent, mulch your trees. Newer trees need more water during their early growing years, and you're going to have better results.